Dear students, my name is Avinash, lecturer in Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Jain Polytechnic, Belagavi. So today in this session, we will learn the measurement and analysis techniques, which is the fourth unit of our medical electronics subject. The contents covered in this session are introduction and the blood cells, RBCs, WBCs and platelets. So let's start with the introduction. As we know, changes in the normal functioning of an organism are often accompanied by changes in the blood cell count. Therefore, the determination of the number of blood cells and also the size of blood cells per unit volume often provides a valuable information for accurate diagnosis. So, again, one point here, the blood constitutes around 5 to 10% of total body weight, and in an average adult, the amount of blood is 5 to 6 liters. Okay, and the blood cell consists of corpuscles suspended in the fluid called plasma in the proportion of 45 parts of corpuscles to 55 parts of plasma. So corpuscles, you can also say corpuscles as cells. Okay, the majority of cells or corpuscles in the blood are red blood cells, which are also called as erythrocytes, other being white blood cells, which are called as leukocytes, and lastly the thrombocytes, that is which are also called as platelets. Okay, so moving to the next concept. Now start with blood cell. Blood cell is a cell produced through a hematophysis and mainly found in blood. Okay, hematophysis is a process of reproduction of blood cells. Okay, and as already told, 5 to 10% of the total body weight is of blood only. And again, I told the same point that average adult consists of 5 to 6 liters of blood. Okay, if there is any change in the normal blood cell count, okay, that leads to many diseases. For example, weight loss, fatigue, muscle weakness, anemia, etc. Okay, so we should know what are the components of blood cells. Okay, blood cells are divided into mainly three groups. One is RBCs, WBCs and platelets. RBCs are also called as erythrocytes, WBCs are also called as leukocytes, and platelets. Okay, so we study all these blood groups in detail one by one. Okay, so let's start with erythrocytes, that is RBCs. So now let's study all the blood cell groups one by one. So we start with RBCs. RBCs are also called as erythrocytes. Okay, RBC, it means red blood cells. Okay, red blood cells have the form of biconcave disc. You can see in that diagram, means it's a convex lens-like structure. It's a disc-like structure which is a concave. Okay, and its diameter is about 7.5 micrometer and its thickness is about 1.7 micrometer. Okay, its diameter is 7.5 micrometer and thickness is 1.7 micrometer. Now the mean surface area of the cell is about 132 millimeter square. Okay, and if you go for the count, there are about 5.5 million of them in every cubic millimeter of the blood in men and nearly 5 million in women. Okay, in the whole body there are about 25 billion erythrocytes are there. Okay, they are constantly being destroyed also, and they are replaced at the rate about 9,000 million per hour. Okay, the normal red cell lasts approximately 120 days before it is destroyed. It means that the lifespan of the normal blood cell is 120 days. Okay, after 120 days they are going to destroy and new red blood cells are replaced. Okay, the erythrocytes have no nucleus. Okay, they are having no nucleus and they are responsible for carrying oxygen from the lungs to the tissues and carbon dioxide from the tissues to the lungs. Okay, you might be heard that is a disease called anemia. Okay, it is a disease in which there is a reduction in the oxygen carrying capacity of the blood. Okay, this anemia can develop from a change in the number or volume of erythrocytes and which is caused by bone marrow dysfunction resulting in the poor production rate of RBCs. Okay. Now, since these changes are specific, the measurement of PCV, that is packet cell volume, and the number of RBCs and the hemoglobin are very important. Okay, this is all about our RBC. Okay, now let's move to the WBCs. So, as I told, these WBCs are also called as leukocytes. Before that, WBC means white blood cells. They are also called as leukocytes. So you can see in the diagram that leukocytes or WBCs are spherical cells. Okay, and these WBCs are having nucleus. Okay, previously RBCs have no nucleus, but WBCs have nucleus. There are normally 5,000 to 10,000 WBCs cubic per millimeter of the blood, and their number varies during the day. Okay, these WBCs live for 7 to 14 days, and there is a rapid turnover with a constant destruction and replacement. Okay, the lifespan of these WBCs is from 7 to 14 days. Okay, these WBCs or leukocytes form the defense mechanism of the body against the infection. Okay, defense mechanism means it is related, these WBCs are related to the immune system of the human body. Okay, now if you see the types of WBCs, there are two main types of WBCs. One is a neutrophil and another one is lymphocytes. Now, neutrophils ingest bacteria and lymphocytes are concerned with immunological response. Okay. The number and proportion of these types of leukocytes may vary widely in response to various disease conditions. Okay. For this reason, it is important to know the total leukocyte count. Okay. The change, however, is often so small that WBC count remain with normal limits, and only the differential count would indicate the abnormality. Okay, this WBC is mainly responsible for the immune system of the body, and this WBC's white blood cells provide a defense mechanism against the infection, and hence the counting of these blood cells is very important. Okay, now move to platelets. So platelets are usually tiny, it means they are small, round, or they may be of irregularly shaped cells of the blood. Okay, these platelets are having an average diameter of approximately 2 micrometer. Okay, they play an important role in the blood coagulation process, means coagulation process in blood clotting process. It is responsible by these platelets. Okay, if there is platelets are less in the blood cell, means obviously the clotting factor will be reduced, and again it is life threatening for the human beings. Okay, and there are usually 250,000 to 750,000 platelets are present in every cubic millimeter of the blood.